we gave her no information. In fact, we only met her for the second time we met her. She told my wife. She told my wife exactly what her sister died from and so forth, and about her life.
Well,
and she knew no information whatsoever about us.
I'll be darned.
But she has the thing that's just the thing that struck me. She said she has reoccurring dreams constantly that we are going into a Mad Max scenario in this country.
No kidding.
Yes.
All right. Well, Richard, I appreciate your call.
All right, then.
You know, isn't it, gentlemen, doesn't it strike you odd that we have to deal sometimes with scenarios that we just don't know, but the point of it is that we're in a situation we've got to have our head on a swivel 360 degrees, and we're watching, and we're watching, and we're waiting, and we're waiting, because we already see what's going on. What we don't know is their eventual endgame scenario and how far they're willing to go to make sure this country never reemerges to be the true power that it was intended to be. Did I chase these guys off? Do I still have them?
No.
I thought it was the John Statmiller show.
No, you're perfectly correct.
David in South Carolina. Hello, David.
Good evening, gentlemen, and John.
Hi.
I appreciate your rant earlier. Actually, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, but you can't say that on the air, and it's highly unprofessional.
I know, I understand, but hey, it's you got passion, and we really appreciate it out here in flyover country. I think what's going on now is all these big to-dos in the town halls. People are waking up all of a sudden. They're rubbing their eyes out, and they're going, "My God, okay, well, he's a communist. Okay, well, maybe we can deal with that. That's not such a big thing."
Well, do you know what MSNBC said the other day? And this is no joke. The little commie network over there that they suggested that these people when they call Obama a socialist, they're really calling him the N-word.
Yeah.
It's all racist.
I heard that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, and this is the thing too. This Officer Crowley thing come up, and all of a sudden now what's happening is people are waking up to the fact that this guy is, he is a black nationalist, racist, communist. That's what's happening. All of a sudden people are going, "Oh my God, wait a minute. I voted for this guy, and we thought everything would be all, pristine and Wizard of Oz or whatever." And all of a sudden, oh no, wait a minute. They're, oh my God, what in the world we got now?
I don't see Barkey inviting me for a beer or Bob Chapman, for a Barkey beer.
Right.
We've got to fall all over ourselves because a cop arrested some guy that was trying to break into his house. And this is all playing the race card. This is to further make you feel like a piece of walking human detritus because you happen to be white. And I'm getting sick of this stuff. Robbie, you saw this crap in South Africa.
I did want to ask him about that, what he sees going on with that. Yeah.
Sure. Outcome's going to be the same, unfortunately. I mean, as he mentioned, with these healthcare town hall meetings, I mean, the people are getting antsy over all the wrong things. I mean, they should have been up in arms about a whole bunch of other issues long before this one, and it's meaningless.
Yeah, but here's the point to that, Robbie, is at least they're starting to get angry about something.
That's true.
If you don't know what form of government you're supposed to have and how it's supposed to function, you don't know what an honest money system is, you don't know crap from Shinola, at least they're starting to get upset because it's now so blatant and in their face that they're now starting to react.
Well,
let's take them a few light years down the road and teach them what a constitution is. Let's try to reinstitute what fair play and ethics and morality is. And understanding when a person takes an oath to the Constitution that he just doesn't support it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays and then blows it off the next week. That is your job description. That's what you've got to obey, is the law of the land. If you don't, you've got no business having your butt in a governmental seat.
Well, they spent 8 years hypnotized by the Bush administration.
Oh, God.
So,
and 8 years of Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
And you think you've seen it all? Wait till Barkey does his next year. This clown's only been in office for 6 months. And you got to understand something, folks. There's nothing racist about this. I've said this before. I don't care if the guy's purple with pink polka dots. I don't care what his national origin is. That I don't want a communist sitting in the White House. I don't want to see some giveaway socialist spending, and they don't even have the tax revenue, so it's not even fair to say that the future generations are in hock to these bankers. It's gone beyond that. This guy is out of control, and more importantly, the 535 people, including his cabinet, him, his vice president, and everybody else. These people are in on the fix of this country, and they care not. They give a damn less about the average American out there. They just look at you as being a taxpayer, somebody that can run the grist mill and squeeze out another drop of blood to put into their system. That's all they care about. Life, your sanguinity, your peace of mind, your collective sense of calm and well-being, they could give a crap less about it. It is time that these people in this country stood up for the ideas and the philosophies behind this government and quit listening to these clowns like Barry Sartoro, a.k.a. Barack Hussein Obama, a.k.a. the President of the United States. I was sitting there, I was watching this clown on television this morning, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, if I ran into this guy on the street, I'd walk right by him. Not the thought would cross my head going, oh, that's the president. He's not the president. President of what? Thank you for the call, David. Bob, I don't mean to chase you off. Anytime you want to just get in there, just get in there.
No, I think you're doing very well.
Well, yeah, but I can do this on any day of the week. Okay?
Well, I know, but you're keep on talking, and I don't want to interrupt you.
Well, the reason I have you on Tuesdays is so people can hear you talk. John in Florida. Maybe you have a question for Bob. Hello, John.
Hello. John, Bobby, Mr. Chapman. I called in last week and mentioned, or I brought up a video, the Argentina collapse, and I was just wondering if Mr. Chapman watched that.
Yes, I did, and it's pretty good. In fact, I ran it in the last issue of the International Forecaster.
I have told some people about that I know that are Spanish, and this one lady watched it, and she actually sees the parallels. She's from Costa Rica, and she sees the parallels, and it is scary.
Oh, okay. Well, give me a 10-second synopsis of what you're talking about, because a lot of people haven't seen it.
There's a video that you can Google called Argentina Collapse, and it's what happened to Argentina from 1999 through 2001, where the bankers basically shut the economy down. They privatized the oil, the roads, the water, with the politicians, and the country went bankrupt, and the people were starving in the streets. Oh,
you mean the example that we gave when we said on this very program, look what they did to Iceland, that's what's coming next for the U.S.?
Yeah, there's a video on, you can Google Argentina Collapse, and it's scary. It's in Spanish, but the subtitles are in English. It's very well done.
All right, Argentina Collapse. Just Google it, and that'll take you to where?
It'll be a list. One will be full version or full length version, and then you just go to that.
All
and
right.
It's a movie. It's a 1 hour movie.
All right. Well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you, John.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
If you start,
as an afterthought on that, the banks, Citicorp and the other foreign banks, what they did was they took all of the hard assets and hard currency such as euros and dollars and gold and silver, and they shipped it all over to Uruguay. And so when they went to the banks, there was virtually nothing in there.
Deloitte in Idaho, you're up next. Hello, Deloitte.
Hello, John. I just wanted to give you kudos. I've been looking all over to find out where I could listen to that broadcast, and I haven't found anybody yet, and I'm glad to hear that you're going to carry the entire thing, so my little FM transmitter is going to be running the whole time.
Well, and also 600 AM out John Stokes Station up in Montana is going to carry the entire 3 days up in Kalispell, Montana as well.
Great.
Yeah, so we're going to try to get this out to as many people as humanly possible.
Well, again, I just wanted to say thank you. I've been looking for it.
All right. You're welcome, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Rick? Yeah.
Can I give my show a plug and ask Bob a question?
No. Yes, go ahead.
Bob, Max Kaiser has just done a documentary about the Bundesbank